Hello everyone, this is your favorite professional clown, your boy Zevers here from your local circus. Here I am, I got a few banners to roll on for free, and unfortunately, here's the deal. I was gonna go ahead and do a little rant about how I messed up and all that, but basically the gist of it is, Arcane Eldineer came out, I gave it to my two fastest units. Now, what do we have here? We have Arcane Devour out, a perfect weapon for fast units. So, I have two swords, two Arcane Eldineers that are basically wasted, and I could have given them to my weak units, and here I am. I want three of them. You know, simple as that. So, I'm just gonna roll on a bunch of the other banners I have, just use my free rolls, and then I'll do this as well. So, let's go with it. Here's hoping things go well. It's gonna go red. Okay. You just gotta refine it. It's okay. Nothing too interesting. Definitely, in my opinion, I like Conrad's a little bit more, but Ewan or Ewan's is not too bad. So, yeah. Gotta say. Oh, okay. Brave Balm. Not bad. Not bad. Wish I got Byleth. Regular OG male Byleth, but, you know, can't complain. Free units are free units, right? So yeah, new Resplendent came out. It is absolutely beautiful. My God, I love Sigurd. Well, to be honest, I think he's alright, but you know, that art is so good. Niji Hayashi, once again, knocking it out of the park. And speaking of knocking out of the park, I'm going to talk about this irrelevant thing, such as these skills. Not sure what to get. Try to feel. I mean, I could go for red, but let's go for let's just go for red. Whatever. Shouldn't be too bad. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is getting the units they want. If not, oh, that is unfortunate. But, you know, just gotta try again, just chill, relax, have a good time. To be honest, my interest in Fae was kind of waning, but Seer Snare came out and it's actually kind of decent. I get to make a bunch of broken builds and stuff. Like, I was running Conrad, Kajil, and a few other units, and it was just an absolute disaster for, you know, just all the enemy units. Negative 40 attack, negative 40 like defense and stuff like that. It's awesome. You love to see it. I do. It's just, I mean, I think many players could probably feel the same way, or not, right? Kind of depends on what people are looking for. It's just kind of like how Fire Emblem Heroes kind of regurgitates the same modes over and over again. Not much like, there's not much improvements to the original modes. I wish they would maybe do a mode refresh. Kind of like Tempest Trials Plus, but, you know, actually more proactive, right? So, but they haven't, so it is what it is. Okay. Can't complain about that. Yeah, Seer Snare is actually really fun. Hopefully they come up with more. Not sure how they can improve it besides improving the, you know, playability each day. Maybe more than just 5. Oh my God, what is that? Don't worry about that. Never happened. You didn't see anything. Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and summon on this banner. Also the one with the Leaf Remix. I want at least 1 copy of him and 3 copies of Arcane Devour. Hopefully I don't get Violet, but I mean, look, this is all really good, so can't complain if I get her too, right? So let's go all in. I got 638 orbs, so let's go with it. Well, for reds. Man, talking on the mic is so... I don't know. Some people are just naturals at it. They got billions of things to talk about, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, this is red. Let's go for that. But yeah. Honestly thought I would have more emotion. I was really mad, right? Not really mad. I'm just like, Navarre and my Rinka got the Arcane Eldineers, and, well, perfect for slow units, right? I just wanted to give them something, you know, they can use because Navarre's PRF weapon sucks, and Rinka, as a seasonal, as you know, will never get any other weapon ever in her life, so that's why I wanted to do that. Now I gotta go for 3. Okay, not bad, not bad. A free, using my orbs, of course, Byleth. I don't know if it's just me, but a part of me feels like she's a bit undercooked. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be, you know, beating her, at least just like AI versions of her, as much compared to Leer, who seems to be much stronger than me, but whatever. Either way, I mean, she's great fodder. Perfect for my fast sword units, right? But yeah, you know, really looking back, my Eldigan, OG Eldigan, is not really that strong. Now, that seems really obvious because at the time of his refine, the reception for it was kind of underwhelming, which is true. And a part of me was like, well, it's good enough for me. And of course, me as a PvE expert, I like to run that stuff all the time, you know, run his Dark Mistletoe. And it's just kind of not great, right? It lacks DR, it doesn't beat DR, and it's a bit underpowered in that sense. But I mean, otherwise it's fun. Can't go wrong with Special Spiral on a cavalry unit. It's pretty good. Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't look at the other colors. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and take a quick gander. Let's see. Oh yeah, Maria, she's really good. Poetic Justice, Unity, Even Recovery. Yeah, this guy. Real quick. Yeah. Alright, rule of thumb, avoid greens. And go for colorless? Yep. I can do that. Oh yeah. Part of me was conflicted about giving Eldigan like Arcane Eldianeer versus Devourer. At the end of the day, I thought about it, right? Because I've been playing Summoner Duels. When I say I've been playing, I mean I played it before, months ago, prior to Emblem's release, and I played it enough to get to like, you know, like 2,000-ish points. And I kind of stopped after that because I got the max at the time. And then, lo and behold, Emblem comes out, and all of a sudden, these past few months, we've just been getting bombarded with some of the most strongest meta-defining units I've ever seen. It's like, yes, please stop. I don't like this. My poor Eldigan can't handle this stuff, and that's true. Every time I bring him out for Summoner Duels, he doesn't do a damn thing. It sucks. But it is what it is, and now, with my PvE type lens, right? I'm thinking to myself, well, do I give him the fun Arcane Devour weapon with his measly, pathetic 38 speed and max investment? Or should I give him, you know, the more universal Arcane Eldianeer, right? And I thought about it. I wanted to do a summoning video with the 6%, I believe it was like the Rearmed and Ascended Hero banner, you know, which had only one rearmed unit on it, by the way. And, well, I just came to this decision also because I was trying a new setup. My setup didn't come by until now, so I couldn't record until then, but now I can. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let's just have fun, right? Like, that's all we can do with this game. Just have fun. Otherwise, what's the point? I believe that Reggie Fils-Aimé said it best. You know, if the game's not fun, why bother? So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just stick to that philosophy. Make do with what I can with Faye. Don't put too much time, energy, or whatever into it, right? Like, you know. All right, another Byleth. Okay, my speedy god swords. I don't know. My speedy units are gonna appreciate that. Speedy infantry. Okay, all right, I get it. You can leave me alone now. I just want, you know, Chrom. That's all I care about. Please. This is, once again, just like the Farina incident. Farina and Chloe incident. I got so many of her. It was actually insane. But yeah. My god. Still. Not gonna say it's bad. I mean, the gap closing with like the close call 4/repel 4 family, I truly underestimate how strong it was. I thought it was like phantom speed 7, -4 speed, and then you get 50% DR for being, you know, I believe 10 points faster than someone. It's like, okay, well, an 11-point gap is kind of crazy, right? Well, insane. And a lot of units will benefit from it, so can't go wrong with it. But yeah, I think a good Navarre build will probably be like attack speed finish, close call 4, or well, the eventual velocity 4, and then godlike reflexes and whatever else. That'd be pretty good, I think, especially with the Arcane Devourer. But yeah, once again, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get 3 swords for Eldigan, Navarre, and Rinka. Oh, I could have given those swords to someone like, I don't know, Bertram, Nemesis, right? Those two definitely need a bit of a kick, right? They unfortunately are a little underbaked. I haven't used Nemesis in a while. Sorry, Nemesis fans. Look, his art's great, okay? You can't ask for more than that. His art's fantastic. And Bertram's too. Bertram's really cool. Shame he doesn't have Rune Sword. You know, it is what it is. IS definitely treats their free-to-play units a little differently than their premium counterparts. We can easily just look at, let's see, Duo Alphonse versus Conrad during that recent Refine batch. Oh, hello. All right, cool. We got Chrom. Thank you for coming home. I'm gonna go ahead and spark you later as well, because why not? But yeah, the Conrad Refine, honestly, in my opinion, I love it. It's fun, unique, and it's just great, right? But, in my opinion, I always say this, it's a little undercooked. It could have used 1, maybe 2 more effects. Free follow-up, healing after combat, the usual stuff that might make him a lot stronger. But of course, I gotta compensate it with supports. Kinda sucks. And then I look at Duo Alphonse, I'm like, you know, that's a Refine right there, right? But, nah, nothing. Whole lot of nothing. And when I say whole lot of nothing, I mean, you know, just a few less effects, like two less effects, right? No slaying either, right? But that's just how it is. I find it strange. Now I get it. For people looking to, oh, another Fallen Celica, wrong Fallen unit. I actually kind of like her Refine, but it's a bit old, you know. She could use a new Arcane Sword. But yeah, in regards to just like, God, what was I talking about again? I'm just rambling. Sorry. I just speak out of my ass, saying whatever, right? But it's just, you know, this treatment of free-to-play units versus premium units, you know how it is. Oh yeah, my point I wanted to make was that, for people who play this game competitively, right? You know, they'll take every resource, and I'm wondering, like, for those same people, you know, if they came out with a really strong free-to-play unit, let's say, like, if Conrad became like a god unit or something, right? Would that stop them from spending money on a different enemy phase Cavalier or something? You know, would that cut into IS's bottom line? I'm not sure. I think about that, and I'm like, there has to be a reason for this weird treatment, right? Because I feel like a Conrad fan is going to be a Conrad fan no matter what, but if a Refine is really strong on a unit, on a free-to-play unit specifically, will that make someone build them? Right? It's a lot of resources, you know? And, you know, every unit just becomes outdated eventually, so I'm just not sure. Just not sure. Who the heck is this? Oh, it's Curia. I saw the biggest silhouette of my life. I'm like, what on earth is that? And I was like, I'm not sure what I just got, but okay. Cool. Alright, now time to claim my free spark. Hell yeah, come home. Anyway, I'm just gonna go. I'm acting a little different this stream. Not stream, oh my god, I'm watching too many streams lately. This video, because, why not, right? When I first started out, I'm like, alright, let's do this professionally, You know, let's not act like a freaking weirdo and scare people off, right? Nah, whatever. Might as well be a little entertaining, just a smidge. Have fun with it, right? Oh wait, is this a double spark banner? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I just want one more Chrom, and I'm out. And I want Leaf. Speaking of Leaf, the OG Leaf. Wow, his remix is very interesting. Looks kind of fun. I wanna have a part in that. Whoa. Lean. All right, cool. I mean, I already have one. Not bad, not bad. Look, I'd rather get that than another 3-star whoever, right? You know. I wish it would do something with that pool, but it'll never happen. You know, get rid of some of the old legacy 4 stars and 3 stars. Put them into like a, I don't know, token shop, something like that. Because I'm pretty sure most people here have like enough of these units, right? There's too many. We probably can count like 30 Olivias that everyone has in their barracks as books or whatever. This is too much. Wrong Chrom. Yeah. Oh yeah, back to Resplendent Sigurd. I didn't gush about that enough. It is so, dare I say it, sexy. Not like this, by the way. Not like Moose Spell, but specifically sexy. Just the hell theme just fits him so well. And Niji Hayashi, of course, great artist. I made a correction on my previous video. I said, oh, this person drew this character, right? And I was wrong about that. So, let me try to remember correctly. I believe that dancer Eldigan drew Niji Hayashi, and an artist by the name of Kaguya drew the male legendary Byleth, right? Or Hagia, I believe. But either way, that's what I was just gushing about. I saw it, saw the full art, looks great. Look, if anyone follows my work, looks at my icon, I'm a fan of the hell theme, right? I have a +10 Raven, right, with a resplendent hell theme. Look, I can't help it. I love me some edgy boys, okay? I love boys that are, you know, just a little bit of a devil inside them, a little bit of evil, and look cool as hell. Look like they're from Castlevania, right? I can't help it. Oh my god, leave me alone. Not really, she's fine. But yeah, goodness. Can't get enough Byleths. Look, if they hit me with the OG Byleth, I'd be down for that, right? OG male Byleth, that'd be sick. I only need 2 copies, come on. IS throw me a bone here, even though I keep getting everything. Oh yeah. For anyone who wants to get good luck, here's how you do it. You record yourself doing it, and then you publish it on YouTube, and then you just get a bunch of good stuff. Because apparently, just about every time, in almost every gacha game, yes, I play other gacha games, you know, I'm a bit loony, okay, don't mind me. My luck's been pretty decent, right? It's kind of crazy, but I've had some spurs of really bad luck before. Not great, but it is what it is, right? And you know, eventually I should be punished for you know, playing gacha games. You know, eventually they should just give me nothing. Actually, I think the times that I've gotten not much of anything have been from summoning on legendary type banners, right? Like the 8% no pity breakers. And those, everyone calls them bait banners for a reason. B with an 8%. Because, not sure why, but maybe it's just hard to get the things you want off of those banners. And these days, they don't seem to be high value. Sometimes there's some good units on there, limited units, but meh. Oh, another one. Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, oh no. I got Lean earlier, and this is Fina. Sorry, all red dancers with swords kind of look the same to me. Sorry, Olivia. Alright. You know, although I have 2 Chroms, I'm not sure what to do next. I just need 1 more, but who knows how much that'll take. Maybe I'll just get more Byleths or something. Yeah, because I want at least... Oh, no. Alright, well, here's what's gonna happen, okay? I'm gonna go in the menu, clear out my units, and be right back. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Never happened. So, let's get back to it. Sometimes it's just a little, unorganized. 5-star units, the fodder, or, you know, not so much fodder, is piling up. I don't know. Managing everything's difficult. I do like the extra barrack space we have, so we can not only turn 4 3-stars into books, but also important units we can keep. Ooh, Ewan again. Hey, buddy. Maybe I might use you for your refine, just for fun, you know. But back to regarding organization. I just wish that I can also use those units in these special barracks to go ahead and then search for inheritable skills. Just make it easier for myself, but you know, one good feature at a time, right? Eventually get it. Maybe. Probably not. I get they're not supposed to be usable, and they're supposed to be just extra space, but, you know. I feel like we could maybe use a UI cleanup. I mean, look, Phase UI is definitely a lot better than other mobile games, but not saying much. I think they can use a bit of spruce, right? But yeah, down to 300-something orbs. My heart just wants one more Chrom, and then I can move on and try to get Leaf with whatever I have left. But I'm about to hit my 2nd spark, and that's a little interesting. Not sure what I should get. I mean, Maria is Maria, right? She's kind of wild. Drive Miracle. As if people weren't sick enough of Brave Sella, my boy. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. Probably a good idea to grab her, though, instead of another Byleth. Although, more, Close Call 4, isn't AS solo and Times Full Sword not necessarily a bad thing, right? I'll go for Maria then. Let's do that. Oh my. Okay. Might as well full roll this in, I guess. Okay. You know, maybe I should grab another Byleth, because why not? I'm just kidding, nah. Not in the plans. I love color sharing. And I'm not joking about that. I believe that color sharing, statistically speaking, is actually kind of good, right? Although, not 100% on that. I just know that I believe it increases your chances of getting a 5-star in general in that color. You know, similar to how we had like a 4-star or, no, 4 green 5-star units during AHR. And that was basically the best time to summon it all, right? So, we're gonna summon Maria. Part of me wants to use Poetic Justice for my Lucius or any of my other healers, right? OG Lucius, by the way, because I already gave Dazzling Shift to the young one. Alright. Man, what a crazy unit. Green Wyvern Maria, bonkers. Colorless Staff Maria, that's new. Crazy. You know, I don't know how anyone keeps up with the power creep in this game. It feels crazy. It feels like every month there's always something new and crazy out, and I'm like, oh, please slow down. My 2020 Eldigan build can't keep up. You know, my poor boy. He just can't, he doesn't have it in him. And so do my other units. Unfortunately in this game, like, you got like 800 plus units. I don't want to build out a lot of them, right? It's a gacha game. Resources are finite. Can't do much. Ugh. What a shame. But it is what it is. You just gotta say that a million times. You gotta cope, mold, and seethe. And just hope things go your way. Hopefully you can make it through, but, you know. I mean, look, I'm a PvEer. Summer duels, I don't know if I can get back into it. It just feels like the game's changed too much. You got legendary Robins, Brave Selves anywhere. I say that as a proud Brave Self user, by the way. Oh, I love using him. Isn't it fun to, like, you know, just one-cap someone just in the first, second turn or something? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Please don't hurt me. I'm just kidding, everyone. Look. Brave Self is, needs to be nerfed. He needs to be the first official nerf, am I right? Nah, I'm just kidding. And eventually, someone will probably take his place. I hope to God that Brave Erica doesn't become the next Brave Self, because we don't need more, you know, Cavaliers running out and destroying people, demolishing them, right? She was quite strong. Completely dumps on Gatekeeper, you know, who was also part of the same, you know, Choose Your Legends branch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Choose Your Legend units getting this preferential treatment for Refines. There's a lot of units before them needed more than they do. But I won't lie though, some Choose Your Legend units came out undercooked. Once again, I love using that term, right? It's like, hey, your meal is a bit raw. It's kind of like still kicking, right? And that's kind of Gatekeeper, maybe Brave Marianne as well. And maybe some other units is just just unfortunate. Nice they're getting Refines, but what about the already strong ones, right? Let me see. I think Choose Your Legends, they're already coming up. The next batch of Refines are coming up very soon, just in a few months. I believe around September they usually do it. Not sure. I'm gonna have to fact check myself on that one. But they're gonna get like Refines already, and then after that, you want to see Brave Self get a Refine? Who's up for that, right? Who's down for a Brave Self Refine? Isn't that gonna be fun? Yo, that's crazy. I didn't hear anything. Anyway, there's no audience here, obviously. Just a circus clown performing for nobody, right? But yeah, this game's direction of balance is very interesting. Okay. Let me stop right there and evaluate, right? So I have, how many days left? I have 13 days left on this. And then 10 days left on this. Oh, man. Okay. Someone's gonna have to go without an Arcane Devourer for now. But I want to try to summon for Leaf, so let me just do it. And also Shez. Man, look. I think Shez himself is really cool. It's just like speed defense bulwark. Honestly thought it was a staple of most like God Sword builds, and then Cold Skull 4, Repel 4 came out, and then it was like, oh, well, and that just happened. Anyway, yeah. It's just, you just can't keep up. One thing after another keeps getting released, and all of a sudden we have, you know, a bunch of really strong units. And a bit of a shame. Sort of like godly fast infantry units now. The build's been standardized, right? Most units prefer attack speed finish. And then some variation of the dodge 4 skills. And then after that, I mean, C skills a little bit flexible, but either better off running times pulse 4, attack speed oath 4, some variation of that. I think, as far as I'm concerned, that is about it for most of the common, you know, C skill slots you can use, you know, or any other, like, variation with utility. Maybe attack speed menace is okay too, right? But it's just, man, I find it so hard to keep up. I mean, now that I just rolled, I'm probably keeping up just fine, right? So, yeah. At this point, right, you know, I did feel, you know, for the first time in a while, that sort of stress, or, you know, that FOMO that you feel when you see a bunch of nice new toys and you can't get to play with them because it comes with a price tag, right? You know? And I don't spend my money on orbs, I just spend it on Fave Pass, which I'm getting for Sigurd. You know, look, can't stop gushing about him, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get Sigurd, and then I just build my favorites and then just showcase them in a Legendary Hero battle video or Mythic, you know. It's just fun. At least fun for me. I get to practice improving my videos, and then I also get to showcase some units that people normally don't see. That's why I don't get to use Brave Seleth much, but I use it for that the Deirdre Legendary battle because thematic, right? Sort of thematic. Eldigan really didn't have a place there, but look, I just brought him along. Okay, he's Seleth's new dad, at least in this family. Also, because I'm not using Sigurd that much, and also not using Seleth that much either. I haven't used him in a while because look, anyone who's watched me for a long time knows I probably used him a bit too much. OG Seleth, that is. Right? Nothing wrong with that. I do love him. I just haven't been giving him as much attention as I have with my new edgy boys, you know, Leaf, Rearmed Leaf, and then Resplendent Elegant. And also Dancer Eldigan too. I use those two a lot, or those three. I'm just blind rolling on this. I have no idea what's on green. Alright, what's on this banner? I only saw red. Oh. Alright, maybe I should have just rolled on colorless instead. I'll just do that. Come on. We get one copy of Leaf and I'll just get out. Okay, well, there we go. I was sitting in silence there because, yeah, cool. Look, just one copy, that's it. Alright, back to this. Look, you know who's coming. It's not gonna be Chrom. It's gonna be Byleth. The Byleth will come home, give me more exceptionally good fodder, and I'll go along my day and be happy with it. Oh my god. Why? I was just kidding. I was just joking. Please leave me alone. You know, hold up. I'm gonna do that meme real quick. Y'all know the one.
Leave me alone!
Alright, hope you liked it. Man, I can't count how many I've gotten already. Look, she's got like... Oh, hey, leave me alone, please! I'm just kidding! Oh no, it's happening again. Well, look, just one copy of Chrom, please! Just one. Just one. My god swords need it. Oh man, I just... Goodness gracious. You know, once again, extremely lucky on my part. I'm getting some extremely good things right now. All of my very fast units will very much appreciate this. You know, like, you just can't go wrong with this. Although, I don't know if I have that much close call for fodder, right? Well, look. Okay. All I wanted was an arcane weapon. That's all I care about and all I will ever care about. Man, I feel like the fast version of Arcane Sword came too soon. Like, where's my blue tome? Where's my arcane green tome? Arcane dagger, right? There's some units that need that. My boy said his refine's gonna be undercooked. It's gonna be garbage. I know it. Not really. He's a premium 5-star. Surely. I will not regret saying that they're gonna make him cook, alright? My boy says he's gonna be spitting and destroying the opposition. It's gonna be easy. But we'll wait and see. His refine should be coming up soon. Every time I say soon, it's probably like a span of 1 to 6 months, right? And I want an Arcane Blue Tome for, of course, the one and only Odin Dark. The strongest unit in the game. With his whopping 40-something... No, that sounds too generous. 40-something with a weapon attached. Looking attack, right? And I hope that it's like Cliff's weapon. Because Cliff's weapon does, what's it called? 15% based off the opponent's attack. True damage, right? So that's actually really good. At least, it would be pretty good for Odin, right? Give him a very good Generalist Tome. 5 to everything. Some of that. Not sure what else they can give him. Who knows? Maybe they can make it like a Blade Tome as well. And then, that's it. IS shouldn't be scared of Blade Tomes anymore, right? You know, you got a bunch of characters that nullify stats that are really strong. Look, if you give something to Odin Dark, he's not gonna break the game, right? There's no way. He wouldn't. He wouldn't dare. And he couldn't because he has like 20 attack, okay? He has 20 attack at like max investment. It's very sad, but look, he's bombastic. He's exciting. He's got a great personality. He's just fun. And that's why I have 2 of them. I got Owain, I got Odin, and I love them both. They play very interesting. I wish Sword Odin had a DR on his weapon, and he'd be perfect. 40% DR in the first hit, and that's oh yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's that. Might as well just roll this too. Alright, now I got what I wanted, plus a lot more because I, I paid IS in there via PayPal. I threw them like $500 and told them, hey, give me good luck for the stream. And they went ahead and did it, you know? That was a trade secret, by the way. Now I'm not sure what to do. You know what? Let's just do it. What's the worst that could happen? More buy lists show up? Oh, that'd be so funny. Don't do it. Okay. Ooh. I thought she was actually gonna show up this once. You know, happens. Happens. Yeah. But regarding my, waning interest in Fae before, I mean, look. I've been playing this game called Limbus Company. My god, I can't talk. That game is truly amazing. I really recommend anyone to try it out. Not sponsored, by the way. I just see that the company behind it, Project Moon, putting a lot of love behind that game, and it has a really interesting story, interesting world. It's a bit violent and bloody, though, I'll say that much. Just as a warning for anyone who doesn't like that stuff. And it's just... Project Moon also compensates people on the regular. Does anyone here remember the last time that IS is giving us compensation orbs for mistakes they've made? I don't. Alright, well, looks like I'm going back to summer duels and then showing everyone who's boss. I'm gonna use this character and then I'm just gonna win every game. Is that right? Not really, but, But yeah, alright. Well, what a crazy summoning session. I also hope that everyone enjoyed this, the little video here. I was gonna say stream. I wasn't sure about it. Maybe I could partake in streams, maybe one day. I'm not sure. They seem like fun, but look, I don't want to say anything stupid, okay, or anything wrong. It just, the implications of that are crazy. But I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and of course, best of luck to everyone summoning, and I wish you all a very good day. Take care.